Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about this book. So I found this at our local Kohl's of all places. Of course, Halloween, you know, ooh, shiny spooky book. So I didn't have like high expectations for it, and looking on Goodreads, apparently this is actually a semi-popular witchy book. So it's Moon Magic, a handbook of lunar cycles, lore, and mystical energies by Aurora Kane. And I mean, obviously, first of all, the book itself is gorgeous. The artwork and everything is, you know, it's a pretty book. The main focus for this book is kind of what the title would entail. It's all about the moon and working with the moon in different aspects, whether it's the, you know, different planetary astrological sides of it, connecting it with herbs and crystals and tarot cards. There's also a little bit of like deities connected with the moon and different phases and stuff like that. So again, just kind of the generals that you would expect from a moon magic book. So overall, the first half of this book is just kind of information. The second half is rituals to do and spells and different things to do throughout the different phases of the moon. Most of these spells are just affirmations and like one or two little things to do with an affirmation. So if you're looking for like your hardcore spells, lots of ingredients, big ritual, ceremonial magic kind of a thing, you're not gonna really find it here. The information was kind of, I mean, it's a beginner's book. It's not going to go into a lot of depth for it. And so I'm obviously going to be talking a lot more about specific things from mostly the first half of the book in the extended discussion on Patreon, where we're going over the various little quotes that I've pulled from it. So look for that. Overall, I don't know that I would really recommend this book. I feel like if you want to read it, get some ideas from it maybe, but if you're only going to buy one book for moon magic, I don't think this would be my ideal choice. Again, the information is just very much like you could Google the same information and find it, so I don't see a lot of point in spending money on a book that you could just Google the information from. And I think there's books that cover the information better. If you want more rituals for moons and working with the moon, DJ Conway has one. I haven't finished it, but I have used sections of it before, and I feel like that was a better book. I think it had a similar title of Moon Magic. I'll put it on the screen. Also in Silver Ravenwolf's like Ultimate Book of Shadows, the big old book. Yes, it is getting dated because I think the latest version was like from 2003. But the information doesn't really change, and a lot of that information I feel like was a little better explained because you have way more context when you read the entire book of astrological signs and how it interacts with the moon and the numbers and all of the things that this book tries to do. I just feel like it worked a little bit better in that one. Don't get me wrong, Silver has her own issues and her own things that I don't necessarily always agree with, but I think it did cover the information a little bit better than this book. And there's one major reason why, but I'll be talking about that more in the Patreon discussion, so if you want to hear kind of my big reason why I don't care for this book, it'll be there. If you look on Goodreads, the reviews are pretty mixed. Some people really love this book, and I do feel like it's a lot more beginners loving this book, and some of us more seasoned witches, not as much. So, I mean, if you want to spend $20+ on a book, at least it looks pretty on your shelf. Some of the information, you know, it's like, oh, well, I could piece that into some other ritual that I might do. But again, most of this information I have in other books already. So that's going to be it for my review of this book, and I will be talking with you guys next time as we continue with the Learning the Runes, and of course I'll be reading more books and talking about them on here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.